Hi Army, happy Sunday. Heidi Allen, founder of the Positive People Army, and you all know Sunday is my favorite day because it's the pink post-it of inspiration. Not only are we doing a pink post-it of inspiration, I'm wearing pink today because that's how happy I am to actually tell you about what we're going to be doing this week, which is we are going to be practicing our best version of ourselves this week. I cannot tell you just how important living the best version of your life every single day is going to make a massive impact on your life. See, I had a conversation not too long ago with my sister. And she was talking about how she was taking this time in her life to actually make herself a better person. She wanted the best version of herself, and she was working towards that. And so I asked her, well, how would you define that? How would you define working on yourself? What is it that you're doing? And she honestly struggled with what it was that she was doing. She knew in her mind that she had made this decision and she was going to live the best version of herself and she was going to make herself happy. But that's the thing. Sometimes we have a hard time in life defining what that even means. And that's why I love all of us here in the Army, because we look forward, we define what it is that we have to do to live the best versions of ourselves. And I want to make sure we're doing that because sometimes we just get stuck on the words. By saying the words out loud, we think that's actually working towards something. So we're now going to work on how to make the best versions of ourselves. So the number one thing that we can do to make that best version is we have to make sure every single day that we get up that we're not stuck in a bad day. And I say that because sometimes we do have bad days, and there is nothing wrong with having a bad day. We all have them. We could have gotten bad news, something could have happened at work. It doesn't matter what it is. I just want to make sure that when you get up the next day, you're not reliving that bad day, that you're not bringing it forward. We've talked about this before. It's that baggage on our shoulders. Make sure that when you wake up the next day, you've let go of that bad day and you're moving forward to live the positive life that you want. So this is all about forgiveness. This is all about letting go. And the only way we can do something like this is when we acknowledge it. When we acknowledge what the bad day was, what it was that caused it, how we were feeling in it, we can let it go, or we can offer it forgiveness, whatever that is. So this is a perfect way every single day to help you live that best version of your life. The next thing that I want to talk about, and we even talked a little bit about this on Thursday, which was bad habits. One of which we talked about last Thursday, excuses. Excuses are bad habits in our life. Are we recognizing the bad habits and changing them? To live your best version of your life, you need to let go of the bad habits. I know for myself, one of the biggest bad habits I had was impatience. I was so impatient all the time. My husband used to say, Heidi, you get impatient saying the word patient. I'm not joking you. So impatient, and something I still struggle with to this day, but I've recognized it. I've acknowledged it, and I work on it every single day. I count myself to 5. I make sure that I'm living in a place of patience. One thing, a bad habit, I'm gonna mention 2 here that we can definitely fall into. One is procrastination. Are you that person that constantly says, I'm gonna do it, starting Monday, I'm getting on it? Let go of the Monday procrastination. Let go of it. Live it today. Remember, we're living the best version of our life. Stop procrastinating. Next, I want to talk about negative self-talk. This is one, my gosh, we all sometimes fall into this trap of negative self-talk when we're constantly telling ourselves, I'm never going to lose that 10 pounds. I'm never going to get that promotion. I'm never going to meet the man of my dreams. This is negative self-talk. Did you know that even not taking a compliment is actually negative self-talk? If you can't recognize something that's amazing in you, that someone else has recognized in you, that's a version of negative self-talk. You have to be able to embrace these amazing things about yourself. You need to get rid of the words can't, won't, shouldn't, I should do that, I'm gonna try. remember what Yoda said in Star Wars? Now I'm going to be a total geek for you guys. Remember what Yoda said? There is no do, there is only do or do not. Do or do not. There is no try. When you say I'm going to try at something, you're already giving yourself permission to give up. And you don't want to do that. Don't set yourself up to fail. So bad habits, let's look at them. Let's acknowledge them every single day. It's about living the best version of our life. So we're going to start to let go of those bad habits. Criticism and judgment. This is another one. Criticism and judgment of other people in our life that maybe we're jealous of, maybe this is how we see them. When we do this simple act, we are releasing negative energy into the world. We are releasing negative thoughts. We are surrounding not only ourselves, but those people. And I know for a fact every single person in this army doesn't want to do that. In fact, this place, this very safe place, the Positive People Army, is where we have no judgment. There is no judgment here. I mean, I said that the other day. We don't judge, we support. We embrace, we love each other no matter who they are. Make sure you're taking that out into the world, not just demonstrating that here in the army, everywhere. I mean, Amanda Marshall, remember that song? My God, it was like from like back in the early 2000s. Everybody's got a story. Everybody does have a story. So why do we have the right to criticize or judge anyone? We don't. No such thing. Unless you have walked a mile in their footsteps, you will never know what they've dealt with. So I want you to remember that one. The next thing to live the best version of our lives, Army, is we have to pay attention. We have to pay attention to conversations. We have to pay attention to the people in our life. We have to pay attention to, you know, when they say, you know, don't walk past, smell the flowers. Smell the flowers. Look at the scenery. Look at everything around us. Instead of just looking at, my God, the traffic I'm in. Why don't you look up and see how, like I know here in the city of Toronto, there are flower boxes and flowers. There's flowers everywhere right now in Toronto. Maybe there's a lot of flowers in your city. Are you recognizing them? And when someone talks to you, are you paying attention? Are you paying attention to the words they're saying? Are you paying attention to their body language? Because that, my friends, is a way for us to positively interact with each other. Paying attention, acknowledging that human being in your life, that person at Starbucks, that person at the grocery store, your coworker, your family, your friends. Pay attention to every single thing they're saying. Connections will happen. It's not just here in the army, it's out there. Connections. That is how you're going to live the best version of your life. So we have a lot of things that we need to think about to live our best version. Number one, we do not want to relive our bad days. Don't relive them, let them go. Number two, we're going to look at our bad habits. We're going to acknowledge them, and we're going to start changing them. We're going to start changing the bad habits out for some really great habits that we're going to put in our life. And we're going to stop criticizing and judging all these people around us. Let go of that judgment. Let go of that criticism. Embrace everyone for who they are. More successful than you, or maybe they're not. It doesn't matter. Just stop with the judgment and criticism. And the very last thing, let's all pay attention to each other. Let's pay attention to life. Let's pay attention to everything around us. By doing so, we will live the best version of our lives. What I want everyone to do today is, I've just given a few things that we can do to live our best version. I want you all to tell me now in the comments, how are we going to live the best version of our lives? I want everyone to do it. That's what we're starting. That's what we're doing. Happy Sunday Fun Day. Enjoy your day, everyone. Bye for now.